Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand, as it always is, since its inception, really, up till now and in the future, of course. Before we get into this on the radar transfer update show, please make sure you're liking the video. It costs you nothing to do, but it means a lot to us. It helps us with the algorithm. And if you support the Kop TV, then the least you should be doing is hitting the like button every time we upload. Thank you for that. And also leave your comments in, guys. Who do we need to buy? Which position do we need to strengthen? Massive difference between want and need. We all want this, X, Y, and Z, but who do we actually need? That is the big question for this video. And of course, subscribe if you haven't to the Kop TV already. I'll let you know this. Again, you know how open I am with you as the loyal viewers. I want to get to around 35k by Christmas, and we're on 25k, just under that now. So if we can try and get to that by Christmas, obviously we've got so much content to come. James, Ruby, Doyle, myself, the Marios, the Tammys, everyone else, the Dans that are on the Kop TV for the fan cams and the extra podcasts that we do. So much great stuff to come. Yeah, with all that and the new season as well, the pre-season, we want to try and get to 35k before Christmas. So please help us if you can. On the radar, the transfer show, if you're a Kop TV OG from way back when, then you'll know that every transfer window, we like to do a kind of bi-daily transfer update for Liverpool fans. It's the transfer season, isn't it? So silly season, definitely. A lot of silly names being thrown about. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let's get into a couple of comments already before I share some articles with you that I've been reading up in preparation for this video. T-Boys TV just hit 1k subs. Big up to you, my friend. I remember when you had nothing, so massive congratulations to you. Right back mainly, and you know what? I actually agree with this. I was thinking about it just then before we came on. The right back, I'm not too sure about that because you know we're so strong with our main right back. But when you actually dissect the position and the depth around it, look at left back. We've got two, in my opinion, world-class left backs there. The right back has been a slight touchy problem. Especially in the cup games this season. Obviously, we've won both of the domestic cups, so I can't criticise the team too much. But there were games, especially with the likes of the Shrewsburys at home, the Cardiffs, the Norwiches, where you're seeing Joe Gomez go to right back. You're seeing Connor Bradley play. I think it was the Shrewsbury game. He played that one. Also, James Milner's gone into right back this season at times too. I'm pretty sure Henderson's cropped up there at one point or another as well. So actually, and it's not to say that I don't have the biggest of trust in Connor Bradley. I think he's an exceptional talent. We've obviously still got Nico Williams, by the way, who I've completely forgot to mention there, who's now back at Liverpool after his loan from Fulham. Do you know what? I would keep him. And this is why maybe not right back is the main priority. Because if you look at what Nico Williams did last season for Fulham, I mean, this kid was on fire. They desperately wanted to stay. Around 15 million is what Liverpool want to get for him. But actually, he's still going to play a lot of games, even if he is our backup right back. So it's an interesting one, T-Boy. I would personally say keep Nico Williams. I really would. At least till January, and then see, you know, maybe reassess the situation. Also, big news today, well, not today, yesterday, really, about James Milner, the Liverpool vice-captain, signing a new one-year deal. Now, I've seen this, sadly, quite a divisive bit of news yesterday, at least on social media anyway. And again, you're always going to get those fans for any club. It's not just Liverpool that's got them, who kind of can't be happy with any decision or criticise decisions made by the club, including this one. James Milner, let's not forget, has had an incredible career. I'm pretty sure in saying, I'm 99% sure in saying, he's probably the only player to still be playing now that made his debut. I genuinely think his debut was 2002 for Leeds. Again, someone can look that up and prove me wrong if they want, but I do think that's right. So this guy's been playing in the Premier League for 20 years, going into his 21st season. Like, do you know how incredible that is? Gerrard, I think it was 17, 18 seasons. Look at Milner. Look at his body. Look at his physique. Look at his experience, his leadership, his commitment, his desire, his fitness. It's unbelievable. If you're not celebrating this news, then you are not a Liverpool fan. I'm going to say it like that. James Milner, he has been at Liverpool since 2015, which that now makes him Liverpool is his longest serving club. And when you think about his career at Leeds, obviously then went to Newcastle, he's had a good 3 to 4 to 5 year stint at all these teams. Aston Villa, pretty sure he was there for, I'm going to go with at least 3 or 4 seasons. And then obviously goes to Man City in 20, let's have a little guess then. I'm going to say 2010, I reckon he went there. And was there for 5 years, and then came to Liverpool. Now, who would have thought that when we signed James Milner, he'd still be here with us in 2022 to 2023? Not me. I'll say it easily there. Not me. So to see that he's still doing it and has signed a new year deal is incredible, both on the pitch and off the pitch. You cannot understate the importance of having someone like James Milner in the dressing room alone. Let's forget him even playing football. Him in the dressing room alone is invaluable. And you know what? It wouldn't surprise me one day if when Klopp leaves, Milner takes on a massive coaching role at Liverpool or continues to play at another club and then comes back to Liverpool to be a coach or an assistant manager. I mean, James Milner, what an absolute hero, by the way. So if you're, not talking about James Milner in a positive light about this new deal, then you're crazy. I have to say, you're crazy. Let alone his penalty kick record for Liverpool as well is incredible. So don't even forget that, by the way. He is a top unit. Big up to you, Kop TV. Your granddad loves Milner. If you don't love Milner, you're a sausage. I love James Milner. I'll say it out loud. I think it's better to use the academy products, just like, well, exactly. So Nico Williams is your man there, really, if that's what we're talking about. Right, let's get into the transfer news. These videos are roughly going to be about 20 minutes long. So nice and compact. You can watch it on your lunch break, or if you're chilling around the house, have it on in the background, so you can stay up to date with all the Liverpool transfers, both in and out of the club. And of course, we know that this window itself is going to be a really busy one for Liverpool, especially with names going out. Let's kind of round up where we are with that to start with before we talk about the names coming in. We know that Divock Origi, the lad, the legend, the hero, the king, the GOAT. I don't know what more I can say about Divock Origi that I haven't already said. He's gone. Big up to you each and every time, Divock. You're a hero. You never, ever have to buy a pint in Liverpool ever again. If you drink, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, actually. I haven't seen you drinking, but if you are ever in the Liverpool region again, I will happily take you out for dinner and just tell you how much I love you as well. Right, so he's gone. Karius is gone. If he hasn't got, I think maybe 30th of June or maybe 1st of July is when his contract is up. Or it could have been June the 1st, but I'm pretty sure that the club would have done a post or something to say thanks for the memories. I mean, no thanks from me for the memory, the outstanding memory that I want to forget. He's gone. Who else has definitely gone? I think Minamino is probably going to leave. I'm pretty sure that Mane is going to leave. I'm pretty sure that Minamino has already announced that he's gone. Yeah, Minamino's gone. Yeah, I think he's a free agent. Or he's definitely going to get a club, isn't he? Or he's agreed with the club that he's going to leave. Bless him. Top goal scorer in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup last season, Takumi Minamino, the Japanese Messi. Again, another player that I really love. I've got so much love for this team. I genuinely don't have a bad word to say about any players, the manager in this team. I can't say a bad word about them. I'm so proud of them, especially with the parade that we saw last week. Go back and watch the vlog from that, by the way, if you haven't already. Unbelievable scenes, man. So, I mean, the Ox could go as well. I think I mentioned him. You look at Keita about to sign a new contract, from what we believe. So those are kind of the names that are going / gone. And then coming into the club, let's talk about the names coming in. And there was a lot of rumours only yesterday that Aberdeen defender Calvin Ramsey is coming to Anfield. Again, this is something that Liverpool like to do. They like to shop in the Scottish market for defenders, especially. And this one's from the koptimes.com. Liverpool readied a £3.5 million bid for Aberdeen starlet Calvin Ramsey, another fullback. Again, if you cast your minds back to when we bought Andy Robertson from Hull, of course, it wasn't Scotland, it was Hull. But he had a rich kind of upbringing in Scotland, and I think he got dropped by Celtic, was at I can't remember his exact journey, but yeah, we like Scottish fullbacks clearly. And according to the Scottish Daily Express, Liverpool have opened up the bidding with 3.5 mil, 18 predominantly right back. So again, T-Boys TV, if you're still watching, you wanted more strength in that right back area. And I think if Calvin Ramsey does come in, then maybe it does spell the end of their careers for the likes of Nico Williams, the likes of Connor Bradley, maybe getting a bit more of a stunted development in the team next season. Again, was great every time he was called on. I don't think he was involved in a losing game for Liverpool. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Connor Bradley did not lose one single game that he played in last season. So again, some backup right back there, but it looks like we're going to buy one. Apparently, he's also been on our radar. Sorry to drop the show name in, pardon the pun. He's been on the radar for Liverpool for a while now, and obviously he's going to be looking at houses and stuff around the area. I think someone has also said that they know that he's been looking at houses in the area as well. And again, how does that end up then for the likes of Nico Williams, who is back at Liverpool? He could leave here, says the Kop Times. A move for Ramsey could be the end for Nico at Anfield. Again, let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to know that specifically. Do you think that we should be in the market for a right back, considering how good Nico Williams was at Fulham last season? And again, I can bring on my old good mate Jack Collins, big Fulham fan, to talk to you guys about how impressive he was at his time at Fulham at Craven Cottage. And again, Fulham back in the Prem now, it could be an easy switch for him just to go back there. He already knows the setup there, so it would make sense for him. This one is from the PaisleyGates.com. There's Divock getting interviewed during the parade last week. But again, I want to know your guys' thoughts on this fella here. Now, if you cast your mind back to when we played Benfica at Anfield, 3-3 draw in March, I came away from that game, I think I on the fan cam said, Darwin Nunez, that is one of the best performances I've seen at Anfield from another player coming here as an away player in a while, genuinely. Darwin Nunez, right, left foot, strong, very, very quick. That was the thing that surprised me the most. He's 6'2" and he's that quick. If I'm honest, I would be fairly scared if he went to United, knowing that City have already got Haaland, and if he went to United as well, that he's a goal scorer. I think on the night he scored one and had about 3 disallowed goals. He really did roast us a little bit. And Joe Gomez was playing right back that night. He even switched to the left. Saw him out very wide left as well in the second half of that game. And as a number 9, you rarely see that. But because he's so quick, I think that night defensively he was also doing a lot of work. And their manager genuinely played him for that half. I'm not saying that this is a known position of his, but for that half against Liverpool, he was basically a left midfielder. So yeah, unbelievable work rate as well from the kid, and Klopp's already spoken about him. But here's the sticking point: £85.7 million. Do you think it's worth it? I mean, if you're talking about Haaland being 130 mil, that's what his transfer value actually is. But he's now signed for City for around 75 mil if you include add-ons, maybe 80 mil with add-ons. Then the current stock of Darwin Nunez, and it is Nunez, by the way. There's 27 letters in the Spanish alphabet, all of the English ones, plus an extra N with the squiggly line atop of it, which means nye. Like, yeah, you know the kind of. But anyway, Nunez, if you look at his current stock, how many goals he scored this season, which I think is well in the 30s for Benfica. And obviously we've bought Jota, a Portuguese player, and we've just bought Diaz from Benfica's immediate rivals in Porto. So again, we're nicking a lot of Portuguese-based players at the minute, if we can get Nunez, that is. But I reckon that's a little bit overpriced. If his current stock, and you compare that directly to Haaland, I would say he's a little bit under Haaland's level. Of course he is, in terms of goals scored in his career so far. But I can't see us paying that much for him. And obviously Bobby Firmino is definitely staying at Anfield. He said he's going to sign a new contract. But we do need, if Mane goes especially, someone that can kind of float between the left and the centre. And as I've just mentioned, he does play on the left or can play there. So Darwin Nunez, to me, would be a direct replacement for Sadio Mane because he, like I said, can play in the centre where he's mainly played, and then left as well with that dangerous left foot. And he's young as well. He is young, 22-year-old. Rui Costa, obviously, you know Rui Costa, an amazing Portuguese player. He's now the president of Benfica. He said, and he's made it clear, that only a bid of 100 million euros would be needed for the former Almeria forward. So he used to play in Spain as well for Almeria. Went to Benfica and has obviously smashed it up. Currently playing in, obviously, Portugal. And if the price is not met, then he would stay. But I can't see him staying. I really can't see him staying at Benfica this season, if I'm honest. The property, the stock value is way too high for him not to get sold. And we know how traditionally Portuguese teams can be seen to be selling clubs. So players like Bruno Fernandes. If you look at Sporting Lisbon's record of buying and selling, Porto and Benfica, incredible. Incredible. Please, someone bring up some stats about their net spends and the buy and selling record, because those teams know how to do it. And listen, he's not said that he's not for sale, Rui Costa, but he has said it's going to cost you 100 mil. And if you've not got that, stay away kind of thing. So, listen, he could go to United. He's going to be linked with everyone from England for sure. I haven't even seen him get linked to a team abroad, if I'm honest. But at the minute, it's Liverpool. It's Man United, at least. And then, obviously, Newcastle could come out of nowhere as well, by the way, and buy him. And the City definitely aren't in the market for him, though. But would you pay that? Let me know in the comments right now. Is he worth that? That is Darwin Nunez. Some great comments coming in here from you guys as well. Do keep them coming. For Nunez, interesting, Away Days VSR says, for Nunez, I will pay no more than 60 mil max. See, this is actually my estimation as well. I would say 60 to 65 tops. Obviously, the age of him, the goals that he scored, his stock value, as I keep on mentioning on the radar, is high. So that is a little bit of a tax in itself. So you maybe add 20% even from that. And when Rui Costa comes out and puts a price on his head of 100 mil euros, then you've got to pay it because he's made it clear. So 60 mil won't do it. Good finisher, but terrible link-up play. High line, tax Alex. This is my girlfriend who's currently just walked into the stream to get her laptop charger, which I'm not very happy about, to be honest, because I was in my flow there. And now you've kind of just ruined it. But cheers. Thank you. See, live YouTube broadcasting, these things do happen. Big up to Scott Cheetham, a new commenter, I think. And by the way, if you are a new commenter on the stream, let yourself be known. I love to interact with you guys, the Glenn Boylans of the chat and the T-boys, but also the new guys are welcome. Don't forget as well, guys, subscribe if you haven't already, but do, if you can, now only if you can, because it does go all back into the channel. I promise you that. It all goes back into the channel. I don't make any money from the Kop TV. I tell you now, it all goes back into the channel. So if you did want to send a super chat in to support the channel, obviously it'd be massively appreciated, but only if you can. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Glenn, yes, this lad would be a massive signing, only 22. 100 million for Nunez, can't see FSG doing that. Now 100 million is in euros, so that would probably, and again I'll look it up right now, but let's have a little guess before. It's just financial fun, if you will. Let's guess the conversion rate. 100 mil euros in pounds. I'm going to go with about 87 mil. Let's see what it is. GPD. 85 mil. So yeah, there you go. So 85. So it literally converts as 85.7 mil, which is what we said in the old article there. So interesting. Let us know if you agree with that. He's already spoken about Nunez, as we know. We should have the upper hand. Obviously, he wants to play Champions League football, and United definitely don't have that. Obviously not. Big up to you, Nick, from Malaysia. My G. Watching all the way from Malaysia whilst we're in Liverpool City Centre, as you know. 50 mil max says 6 times. There you go. Top scorer in Portugal this season. Roasted Liverpool that night, as I said. Yeah, exactly. When you see a player that plays that well against you, you kind of have to buy him, if I'm honest. Look at Van Dijk, look at Diaz, even though he didn't play that well. Actually, that's a load of rubbish because Alisson let 5 goals in at Anfield and we paid all that money for him. 55 to 65. So this is Mo. Big up to Mo Salama. I reckon this is about the bracket that we should be aiming to get. But obviously, he's told you that he wants 100 mil. Big up to you two boys for jumping on. Financial fun. Big up to Stephanie. I hope next season you get to 50k subs. Thank you, man. I hope that as well. Do you know what? This is how kind of mad the channel's been this season, right? So I got this present from a sponsor when we hit 16k subs. And that was about 8k subs ago. So it's nice to look at it and think, right, we had 16 then. Let's try and get to 50 and hopefully we get a new one saying 50 on it. Next season. Yeah, 100%. Let's do it, man. I need your help, though, for sure. That's a ridiculous price, in my opinion, says the Anfield Lark. And Cuckoo looks a player. I tell you what, this Cuckoo looks a very good player. Huge risk, says Joe. I feel like the fan base are sugarcoating how good he is, although our opinion rarely get it wrong. In Klopp we trust. Exactly. Pardon me. Sal Nabi, the Ox, bringing Barella and Nails. Says Wallany. Interesting. Not too keen on Barella, if I'm honest. From what I've seen of him so far, I know his stock is high. Hasn't blown me away. I think he was suspended for the Euro final. I just don't think he played that well against us. I can't lie. Do you know what? It's mad how I saw the game. I was sitting in the Kop for that one. I saw the game and thought he was the man of the match. But other people don't agree. It's interesting, isn't it? How you can see two kind of perspectives. Big up to everyone getting involved in the comments. Sane says he wants Martinelli. Now, Martinelli is someone who I would love to buy, if I'm honest. We've joked about Martinelli with the AFTV lads when we've done videos. And, you know, I have said that even Klopp himself has called him a generational talent. So, Gabriel Martinelli, if you're watching, get yourself down to Anfield, mate. And Cuckoo is a proper alternative if we can't get Nunez. I'd agree. Way more in the actual current mould of Mane than Nunez. A winger who can play through the middle. And I think he scored about 40 goals this season. And that's just incredible. I know that's a tough league as well to score goals in. So, yeah, listen, if we can't get Nunez, or if we can't get in Cuckoo, we get Nunez and vice versa. Liverpool's a big club, but with no money. Technically false, if I'm honest. There is obviously money, big money, but it is what it is. New commenter, love the content. Thank you, Parker, man. Big up to you, bro. American Liverpool supporter checking in. Also, what's the news on Lewandowski? Do you know what? In a kind of parallel universe, pipe dream scenario, I think Klopp and Lewandowski reunite, but I just don't see it happening, man. I think he goes to Barca. But Parker, recently, 2 American orders for Kop TV merchandise in America. Pay for the shipping, we get it out there. So if you did want any of the older Kop TV merch, then let me know, man, and we'll arrange that. Also, don't forget about the Kop TV merch, by the way. Kop Fellas, Kop Father t-shirts, and the Kop Father one, it's interesting. Sorry, the Kop Fellas one did have a bit of an interesting situation with the manufacturers Transalpino. They're a shop in Liverpool, great shop in Liverpool that I've been going to for years. But I can't lie, I do feel like they copied our hoodie. Obviously, I don't have a leg to stand on because we're both imitating Goodfellas, the film, and RIP Ray Liotta, of course. But we put ours out first, and then they put theirs out, and very similar. And I think one of our loyal subs actually commented on their Insta post saying this is a copy from the Kop TV. So there you go. Big up to you, Diego. Big up to you, Diego. Always getting involved. And he's a Crystal Palace fan, right? So we need more likes on the video, please. If you haven't already, smash the like. It doesn't take you long. It's literally a second whilst you're still watching, man. Come on. Need more likes there. 65 mil max for Nunez. Yeah. I heard Liverpool and City are both in from Phillips. He's going to cost 60 mil. There's no way that we buy Calvin Phillips for 60 mil. Just no way. Lewandowski swap deal is the way to go. Do you know what, Gav? And again, I recognise you as a new commenter. I reckon that's a decent idea, if I'm honest. That's a great idea, if it could happen. Loving the videos, by the way, Alex. Have you ever thought of getting fans behind you for the match reaction? Just a thought. Whilst we're outside Anfield? Behind me? How do you mean? Aren't they all just walking behind me as the game? I don't know. Let me know what you mean, Joe. Who is the 2 players you want to come in to Liverpool this season? Well, listen, let me talk to you about those. We've got 2 more articles to share with you. It's been a bit of a longer show than normal for On the Radar. But there's this fella, isn't there? There is Rafinha, who apparently has said no to Liverpool. But again, this one article from footballfancast.com this morning says that he could be facing a bit of an uphill battle to get him. Which isn't necessarily news. You know, we knew that they would be difficult with his eyes set on Barcelona, but nothing's agreed with them. So he is still technically on the market, on the radar. 11 times this season and 3 assists, which isn't mind-blowing to be honest, but it would cost about 60 mil. Magician, says Daniel James, 25, very good age for Liverpool. He wins tackles, he presses, as we know. His work rate is why Klopp would love him. Let's answer this question. First up in the 2022, how many goals did he score in 2021? I think it was 21. Oh, now I'm doing a quiz, am I? Great. Against which that's West Brom. I think it was 71, I'm going to go with. Is this all 2 seasons ago then, is it? Who racked up most assists in the PL than any other Liverpool player? It's got to be Trent, hasn't it? Which did he at Southampton? Which club? The club was Schalke. Which of these players did not score? Go with Ronaldo. How many yellow cards did he pick up? Oof. Got 5. Who played more minutes? Go with Ronaldo. How many goals did he score? We'll go with 9. Oh, great. That's not amazing, if I'm honest, guys. Wrong. I said Trent. Oh, no, it was Mane. Mad. Anyway, there you go. That was a bit of a side. I don't know what happened there. I just got deep into that quiz. Right, one more then for you. Let's talk about this fella. And again, let me know. The whole point of this video is not who do we want, it's who do we need. Now, this is a bit of a non-story, if I'm honest, but there were shouts from hitc.com, which is a fairly reputable YouTube channel for football news, especially in Europe. So there you've got De Ligt, the defender who does play alongside Virgil, as you know, for Holland. But Juventus a little bit reluctant is the word to give him a new deal. His current deal runs out next summer in 2023. So he could go for a free. So they could look to get rid of him really and recoup some of that money that they spent. Because he was an expensive signing, and again had a really good Champions League campaign in 17-18 with Ajax, where they got to the semis. But then again, it was that famous thing where you have one good season and then you don't really follow it up. It's like almost having a good World Cup or a Euros. It's not necessarily gonna last. But 200 grand a week. I mean, Konate is obviously partnering Joel Matip a lot next to Van Dijk. And obviously you've got Joe Gomez as well, who I definitely wouldn't sell. So I don't think we need, and again, the video title today was need. So yeah, I don't think we need him. But obviously Jared Bowen has been a name linked as well. And I don't think people can count that one out just because of how much Klopp does like the player. So I don't think we can park that one for now. But listen, there's your On the Radar. Half an hour show, normally about 20 minutes, where we kind of go through the ins, the potential outs as well at Liverpool. What's on the radar? It changes by the hour, by the minute. You guys know this. The window shuts when the season starts in August, mid-August. Obviously, we've got a nice little fixture list to come out as well in June, July. Looking forward to that, seeing which big names we've got on specific dates, when the derby is, when United City games are. You can really piece together the season once you see that. Champions League again. We want to win that. Book your hotel to Istanbul, folks, because we're going there. Don't doubt Klopp when he says that. So yeah, loads of news really coming in and out of the club every hour. So we thought we'd do one of these, if not every day, every other day, just so you can keep informed. And again, I read out loads of comments throughout the show. So again, if you are ever interested in making a comment, I probably will show it. Big up to you, Glenn. Would be crazy money, of course. And again, like Diego says, please subscribe if you haven't already. Obviously, I don't want to name drop different channels, but how AFTV used to do it, if they still do it, I don't currently watch their channel, where you have loads of fans around you, ask you interview. Yeah, we do that, if I'm honest. If you go and see normally when James does his fan cam, there's a big crowd that gathers kind of behind the camera. But yeah, next season we could definitely look to get more on in the background. Thank you though, Joe. Appreciate it, man. And there you go. That kind of ends our relationship with Tchouaméni and Real Madrid getting them. Jared Bowen ain't leaving. Kid, do you think Danny Dye is going to let him leave after his first year? That's true, to be fair. Good shout. Jared's locked off, says Joe. And of course, Gavin, as we said at the start of the show, we all love the fact that Milner has signed that new deal. It's unbelievable news. So big up to him. Right, guys, there is your On the Radar for Tuesday morning. We'll be back on Thursday morning with another one. Maybe get James involved or some other Liverpool fan channels. Let me know. Do you want Kopish lads on? Do you want the Day Trippers lads on? I could try and get the lads from the Redmen TV, the Anfield Rap. Everyone really. So let me know what I should be doing, who I should be collabing with, and we'll go from there. But yeah, take care. Subscribe if you haven't already. Much love. All the best.
Whoa. Just before you go,
don't forget, give us a like, drop us a comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous.